Hello, fellow hunters! Welcome to my dual blades guide. And this time, we will be talking about how to build dual blades. Anyhow, we shall start with one of the new ones that we got, which is the Valshed's dual blades. First off, I'll be featuring its standard set. So this pair of dual blades are so stacked in sharpness that any form of sharpness skills isn't really needed at all. It is 90 hits of white, which is translated into like 270 in average, so we can stack as much crit, raw, and element here. This is currently our best dragon dual blades, and replacing Fortress Grand now. Anyhow, the glove options will be dependent on what your best charm is. For ramp ups for these dual blades, any of the three works. So you use Wyvern Exploit if you're gonna fight Rathaluses, Ratians, or Basarius, and their epic Apex versions. Attack Boost if you're fighting the Elder Dragons, Ibushi and Narwa. And the Valshrek's Soul if you are using the Valshrek's gloves to get Dragon Heart. And also you're doing a Heroics run with Vangro Adrenaline. And for the next build, I'll be featuring the Dragonheart Valstrex build, which uses the Valstrex armor along with the Valstrex dual blades. I've done some calculations in it, but it's like barely any better than the standard crit set. But if you really want to use it, you will have to be using the Valstrex dual blades with the Valstrex soul, and always keeping your health below 80% all the time to keep Dragonheart active. Next up is the Mitsutsune Dual Blades, the Evening Dusk. It got an upgrade that allows it to go to white sharpness now at the cost of 1 handicraft. With 200 raw attack, white sharpness, and 50% affinity, it beats all of the other water dual blades. The closest one would be the Rampage Blades S, which also got an upgrade this patch. And even so, they are very close to each other. Mitsutsune Dual Blades have the advantage of having a bit higher raw, allowing for more damage per piercing bind. For ramp ups, use Water Boost 2, and the key skills would be Critical Boost 3, Weakness Exploit 3, Water Attack 5, Handicraft 1, Protective Pulse 3. You can have extra skills such as Attack Boost, Critical Eye, and Critical Element. Next on the list is the uncontested King of Ice Dual Blades, the Galid Soul. I've tried playing around with the Aura Swoop since it just got an upgrade this patch. It still doesn't really compare to Galid Soul's damage, but the damage is now a bit closer since its raw is a bit lower than Galid, even after considering attack boost. The piercing bind damage will be lower than Galid, ultimately making it still weaker to even run it. If you like how it looks, go for it. The damage difference isn't way too big of a deal. So here's the set I would recommend for running with Galid Soul. This one uses up 1 handicraft deco so that it can reach blue sharpness. The jump from green to blue sharpness is so worth it, even considering the possibility of running Bludgeoner with it. These key skills for the set would be Critical Boost 3, Weakness Exploit 3, Ice Attack 5, Handicraft, and Protective Polish. Next off, I'm featuring the Galid Soul Mind's Eye build. Galid Soul's natural green sharpness, it's easy to proc Mind's Eye on hit zones. The threshold will be below or equal to 42. This build is particularly effective against monsters with terrible hit zone values. Since we're using Galid Soul in this build, usually it will be Teostra, Raktakadaki, and Valstrax. You can also adapt this build to the fire dual blades, such as Flamen Shield, and also Wyvern Lovers. Key skills here would be Mind's Eye 3, Bludgeoner 3, Ice Attack 3, and Attack to 7. You can have extra skills such as Weakness Exploit, Critical Eye, Critical Element, and Critical Boost. And then we go to the Fire Dual Blades. The Fire Dual Blades can be either using Wyvern Lovers or Gnashing Flamen Shield. depending on what kind of monsters you're fighting. Wyvern Lovers is more effective against monsters where you can effectively use Element Exploit on, while Gnashing Flame's Child is used for monsters that don't have easily accessible Element Exploit parts. So here's a sample build. Our dual blades are unique that they have a very efficient way to get Teostra's Blessing, as well as key skills such as Critical Boost and Weakness Exploit. Our key skills here will be Critical Boost 3, Weakness Exploit 3, Power Attack 5, and Teostra's Blessing. You can have extra skills such as Attack Boost, Critical Eye, and Critical Element, and also Master's Touch if you need some sharpness management. For ramp ups, if you're using Wyvern Lovers, always use Element Exploit, and if you're using Gnashing Flame's Child, use Element Boost 3. Next up is the Thunder Dual Blades Despot's Blitz. Even though Narwhal got an upgrade this patch, it still doesn't beat Xenagor's Dual Blades. So, it needs Handicraft 3 to reach White Sharpness, so the key skills here will be Critical Boost 3, Weakness Exploit 3, Thunder Attack 5, Handicraft Level 3, and Protective Polish. You can have extra skills such as Attack Boost, Critical Eye, and Critical Element. For ramp-ups, there's two choices: Thunder Boost 2 or Anti-Aquatic Species. Use Thunder Boost 2 most of the time, and then use Anti-Aquatic Species against Leviathans, Piscenes, and Amphibians, such as Mitsune or Giratodus. Next up is a dual blade that no one will ever expect to appear in a video like this, which is the Dual Camellias. The Dual Camellias has so much poison that it's actually possible to permanently poison a monster as long as you keep attacking it. It gained an upgrade this patch, which gave it natural white sharpness, but still needs protective polish to keep it, narrowing the gap between it and Nargacuga dual blades. However, it is only really best in matchups where Element can perform well, that Raw is better or close to Element, such as Magnamalo and Kushala. Evens out with Raw options that use Dragonheart for 1400 for poison damage, which is mostly 5 procs of poison, mostly like for Magnamalo, or 3 poison procs for Kushala. Compared to Dragonheart, it needs about 8 procs of poison, and 5 procs for Kushala. It is probably our best raw, non-Dragonheart option for now. And finally, the last build that we'll be featuring in this video would be the Nightwick's Dragonheart build. The Resuscitate and Dragonheart combo increases its raw more than attack to 7 by itself. So, this is possibly the best raw option if we're using Dragonheart. The additional skills you should add to the whole set would probably be attack boosts, critical eyes, critical boosts, and Master's Touch. So that's it for the build guide for 3.0 of Monster Hunter Rise for Dual Blades. I hope you got a lot of information from watching this video. If you like what you watched, subscribe and like this video, I guess. And thank you for watching it. See you later, guys. I'm planning to make another video about switch kills next time. See ya, fellow hunters.